morning, everyone! おはようございます。こんにちは、こんばんは。How are you? Welcome to Japanese live stream. I'm Risa. Today I'm with
Casper. Hi, nice to meet you.
Casper
Videographer
です。
here.
よろしくお願いします。皆さん元気にしてますか？今日あったかいね。It's warm today.
Yeah, I'm a bit hot in this jacket.
Yeah, it is. The studio is a bit hot as well. So, oh, here's some people. I can see the comments from Facebook.
Seems like it's pretty hot in Iran too.
Oh.
There's probably quite a lot of places hotter than here. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
But we don't have AC on in here.
Yeah, no AC.
So we're hardcore.
Alright. ミンハンさん、こんにちは。ウォルトさん。タイプさん。あれこれライブストリーム前のコメントかな。あ、ビクトルさん。はーい。これね、from YouTube comment and the Facebook。お、もう、これ、モーマッドさん。
That's Mahmood.
マフムード。
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
マフムードさん。Hello. He's the only one commenting on Facebook.
Yeah, Mahmood's just running it.
Yeah.
He's from Morocco.
Cool. How's the climate there? It's a beautiful sakura season here in Japan.
Yeah.
But since because of the situation going on in the world, we are not. It's okay to do hanami, but it is not so much recommended to do
Hanami
hanami.
is like a huge picnic where like hundreds of people will go to the park just to enjoy the sad happening. Some of them are being cancelled and stuff like that. So
Though it is fully bloom right now.
But safety first.
Yeah, safety first. ダリアさん、エドウィンさん、ヒロシさん。
Somebody saying, hello, I like to watch a lot of Japanese dramas.
Oh, what is your favorite Japanese drama? Do you watch Japanese drama?
No. I don't even watch English drama, like I never watch dramas.
何かおすすめのドラマあったら教えてください。Please let us know if you have any recommendation for Japanese drama. Since we have tons of time spending at our home,
Yeah,
right?
I'm going to be inside binge watching stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. I did watch one anime,
Oh,
which
what's
I
that?
guess is kind of like a drama, but it's different, right? It's called Baki.
Baki.
And it's
You
about-
mentioned this before, didn't
Did I
you?
mention it in the
Baki.
last live stream?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I've only got like one topic to talk about.
So that's your おすすめ recommendation.
Actually, I think it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, I still don't understand the storyline, but maybe that's just me.
So it's a bit difficult, but it's good to learn Japanese, right?
I do understand some of it, so that makes me feel happy. So I guess it's good for
Listening.
absorbing a bit of it.
Yeah, sure. Hope you're safe. We are safe so far. Thank you so much. I'm suffering from hay fever. 花粉症 hay fever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
Marissa's
taking
got quite
medicine.
bad hay fever.
Thanks.
So we got somebody from in the Facebook live stream from Australia. I've always wanted to
Australia?
go to Australia. But I've
You never been?
Yeah. I heard that they have really good avocado.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Avocado is like this cool thing in London now.
I love
So-
avocado.
But it like randomly became cool in the
Yeah.
UK. So I want to go to Australia and eat loads.
That'd be nice. あ、おすすめは1リットルの涙だって。Oh, thank you for your recommendation. Alright, so let's go to the topic. Today's topic. It is how to memorize words easily. How to memorize words easily? Is there
Yeah.
any way to memorize?
Make it fun or something. Like,
Yeah, that's a good point. Make it fun. So how to memorize words easily? Is your memory bad?
Is your memory bad? I think we all forget stuff, right? Forgetting important things, forgetting dates.
Yeah,
If you're
forgetting
trying-
dates.
If you're
What,
trying to,
what day is today? It
it's
is
the
Thursday.
25th.
25th.
So yeah, if you're like Rissa and you're forgetting dates, you probably also find it hard to memorize words, especially if they're not connected to ones that you use every day.
True.
Have you ever had a tough time remembering words?
Always.
Every exam.
Every
Every time there's an
exam.
exam coming, it's impossible.
Yes. Right. あ、コーディさん said, こんにちは、listen, Casper. And he's spelling your name.
American style. That's fine.
Casper. Okay. All right.
Hello from California.
Hello.
Frodo, what are you here? You still have the Lord of the Rings.
You?
Yeah, because he has curly hair too.
True. 本当だ. You look like.
Yeah, maybe this haircut's me unleashing my inner hobbit. Do you like Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, I like it.
Good.
Yeah.
So it is really good. I love it.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Okay. So, before we go, obviously you guys have tons of time
Lots of spare time.
Spare
So
time.
if you have lots of spare time, you should spend it learning kanji. That's going to help you reading and understanding Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
There's a fantastic link in the description of this video. You can click on it and simply download after you register a kanji practice guide, which will help you learn kanji super fast, super easy.
Super easy. So, learning more words is the best way to master the language and become fluent.
I agree. The more words that you know, the more fluent you are. I think we'll go into more detail on the next slide.
All right. Here's why.
The more you know, the more you can say.
That is
so
true.
if you're trying to find a thing and you don't have to say big car, you can just say bus. You know, you don't have to elaborate. You can just describe the exact thing you want accurately.
The more words you know, the easier it is to learn more.
Right. So a really important phrase to learn in the beginning of any language is how do you say in. So for
How do you say bra?
like how do you say bag in Japanese, or how
So-
do you say shop in Turkish or whatever? It will help you build more vocabulary. But if you know more words, you can make more complex questions for more detailed information.
English は日本語でどう言いますか? How do you say English in Japanese?
英語。
英語. So. Oh, 早口言葉は英語で何と言いますか? You know 早口言葉?
No.
早口言葉. Tongue twisters.
In English? Okay.
Tongue
So
twisters.
one I learnt recently was the big black bear made the big black. The big black
Oh, so
bug made the big black bear bleed blood.
you're
so it's
doing
like-
the tongue twister there.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds difficult. Big bear, blah blah blah. Okay.
Hiragana and katakana are not too tough to learn.
That is true. That's like English alphabet. But the difficult part is kanji, right? There's so many.
Yeah, I think like hiragana, katakana is pretty. At least it's always the same sound. With English letters, it's
Oh,
not always
true.
the same sound, right?
Yeah, because kanji letters have, like for example, kanji has different readings, on readings, kun readings. So it might change in a word sometimes how you read it.
Somebody just Google translated what shop is in Turkish. So this one, dakan.
あ、本当だ. I cannot read this one. Dukan. Dakan.
Yeah.
Well-
So this person, Alejandro, says it's kind of hard to memorize Japanese words and even harder to write kanji.
So many strokes.
I find Japanese words hard to memorize because they're pretty long.
What do you mean? Japanese
Like just
words?
compared to an English word, or
Yeah.
like sometimes, like it's just two kanji, but the amount of syllables you need to describe it is like pretty long. So my brain doesn't memorize all of them. Like I was trying to remember the word mado,
Mado?
but I could only remember ma, and then I had to think really hard
Why?
for a
Only
second.
one syllable missing?
Because it's just one kanji.
Oh,
So my brain wants to
right,
have
right.
like one kanji per sound.
Yeah, but for example, mado in one kanji, but mado, two syllables
right.
there. Yeah.
So our next tip for making words easy to memorize is learning songs.
Learning songs. Listen to songs. Oh, Meg is watching.
Hi, Meg.
Hey, Meg! Genki! You're there. Alright, so, and Lori-san said, はじめまして。 Thank you for joining for live stream. Hello from Syria, Maruwa-san. Hey! Okay, let's go. So, 音楽を聴く which means?
音楽を聴く listen to music.
音楽 meaning music を particle 聴く listen to.
Right.
キャスパーの声を聞く。
声を聞く
Listen to Casper's voice. 皆さん、OK。そう、曲を聴く。
曲を聴く listen to songs.
Oh,
So-
seems like you're struggling to say this word. 曲を聴く。
曲を聴く. Yeah.
曲を聴
I feel
く。
like my mouth has to be like quite small and like moving around saying that. So listening to music, I think some of us listen to music when it's like quite passive. Maybe we're doing something else while we listen.
うん。
So maybe you're working or maybe you're playing with your phone and that's just listening to music. But if you're listening to songs,
Yeah.
maybe you're concentrating a bit more on what the song has to say or what's happening in the music.
Or you listen to the songs again and again and again and somehow you memorize without noticing, like you can sing the song. And after you look up the meaning and you can speak.
Right. So I used to go karaoke and
Oh,
I don't know
nice.
any Korean. I never studied it at all. But I can
Mm.
hum all the way through some Big Bang songs. You know, like it's just in my brain.
So you
somehow.
listen to big band songs?
Yeah, like lots of my friends can sing
Alright.
it. So.
Yeah, they are 人気 popular 人気ですあ、カルロスさん said キャスパーさんのイギリス発音はかっこいいですねだって
Is that my
Your
cool
accent is cool, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh, nice. Carlos making you happy.
You made my day, Carlos. Thank you very much. I love this this message with all the sakura.
Yeah,
Very
I see.
seasonal.
Lucky Sonny さん Sure, Lucky Sonny さんいっぱい桜が Nice, and Rene さん Hi. Death metal songs? 音楽を聴くそう、カレンさん音楽を聴く Listen to music. Correct.
Death metal songs.
Death metal. You like death metal songs?
I do. Yeah. One band that is really that they're not so famous in Japan, but they're super famous in the UK and Europe, and I think America is Baby Metal, which is kind of like a mix of Japanese pop and some heavy metal, death metal
interesting.
influence stuff. So
Do you think it's good to listen to their songs for learning Japanese?
you know, I learned they've got one song called like "What Time Is It?"
In English?
Imananji.
Imananji.
Or that's one of the lyrics, and so when
Oh.
I was studying it, I was like, I know this, but everything else I can't really remember.
But at least you get the phrases which you can use
Yeah.
in a daily
yeah,
daily
like
life.
Doki Doki,
Doki doki, doki
Imananji.
doki. Doki doki?
yeah, Doki
Like your
Doki.
heartbeat?
Yeah,
Doki
like
doki.
they have that in one of their
Oh.
songs.
Because doki doki meaning your heartbeat, right? The sound of your heartbeat. And toki doki means sometimes. So it sounds similar. Doki doki, toki doki.
You could be a rapper.
Let's do rap. Okay. So, Baby Metal 3 Kit Band.
Yeah,
right?
it's three quite young girls. In that
three?
band. Well, it's three singers, and then they have like guitarists and a drummer and stuff, but they're not. You don't really know who they are. I think they just wear costumes.
Okay. Oh, すごいいっぱいハート. What's the difference between 聞く or 聞く? So different kanji. So the first kanji you mentioned is more like hearing, and the second one is more listening to, listen to.
Yeah, I think with those kinds of things, if you're having a conversation,
Mm.
if you're reading, it's obvious they look different. But if you're having a conversation, it's all about context.
Yes, that's
They
why
sound
it's
the same.
difficult. So lessons. So as we mentioned, songs are catchy and repetitive.
Right.
Repetitive.
Yeah, a good
Means-
song should get stuck in your head.
Yes.
And if you're trying to sleep, it should be going around in your head.
Hey. And then listen review Japanese for OneonOne Lessons.
Yes, I do this a lot, so ask me lots of questions about this.
Oh, well look at this phrase. Audio lesson を聞きます. You guys might have seen this before many times because we mentioned this one. オーディオレッスンを聞きます。
But it's important to remember because it's a fantastic way to improve your fluency and your listening skills. Audio lesson を聞きます to listen to audio lessons.
Right.
So I do this all the time.
You do?
Yeah. So if we go to the next slide.
Next slide.
Please present the lesson.
Okay.
So you can open up the app or go on the website and just start
もう
immediately
ちょっと
listening
ね
to them.
カバーしてるかも。
So
そう、ありがとう。
you can learn a conversation in the first minute of the lesson. So sometimes if you're trying to learn from video or something,
Right.
you have to, there's a lot of introduction and sometimes you kind of lose track of why you started watching the video. In the first minute, they'll have you listening to the conversation, so at least you're already learning and on the track to getting more language ability from the lesson, so it's time efficient that way. Then our teachers translate and explain every word.
That is great.
Yeah.
And by the way, audio lessons you can find in our site, Japanese Pod 101. So we are talking about our content.
Right. So, and then there's some more explanation about the different grammar, conversation being used, and by the end of the lesson, you should have a full understanding of what's in the lesson. So it's not presenting you with something and expecting you to understand it. It's presenting you with something and then giving you the ability to pick out the things that you need.
はいこうさん、ニューメンバー、Hello! 元気ですか？これ抹茶かな？美味しそう。Looks like green tea picture. I love green tea. You're wearing green tea clothes today.
That's exactly why I bought it.
You knew this comment's gonna appear. Okay. Next. Lesson and review Japanese Pod 101 lessons.
Yeah, and so the tracks are just like 10 to 20 seconds. So what we were saying before is that they have the audio lessons and then there's a bunch of explanation that will tell you what's going on. If you're like me and you kind of just want to like rush getting in there, you can also just listen to the dialogue in the app. And then there's also a written translation and there's word for word. So you can listen to it while reading the Japanese and then you can flip that to see the English translation while you listen. So it's a really quick way to be listening to Japanese and understanding it. I love to do this on the metro.
Good idea. Tatwik san matcha nomitai. Me too. So let's check a comment here. Good morning, Peter san. Good morning. So where can we get audio lessons? And Nick san asked. So you can check the link in the description. Above on YouTube? No, above on Facebook, below on YouTube. All right.
So they're in the app and on the site. And there's also audio lessons just on the YouTube as well.
Okay. This one? You can also review with the dialogue track, conversation only. These tracks are just 10 to 20 seconds. You mentioned this?
Yeah, I just mentioned those.
Yeah, you mentioned.
So it's just, but it's always good to reiterate the point.
Repetitive.
That's how we learn.
繰り返し. Okay, so, and we did this before too, so you guys might know already. Taiwa meaning dialogue.
Taiwa Dialogue. How would you say, do you understand the dialogue?
わかりますか?
Yeah, so could you say like Taiwa or wakarimasu ka? Do you understand this dialogue?
Do you understand? 対話の意味がわかりますか? Do you understand the meaning of dialogue? Yeah.
Okay.
会話 conversation. 会話 conversation. We're having a conversation between viewers through chat. 皆さんとチャットを通して会話しています。
Conversations are a good way to develop your language skills.
Definitely true. I agree. And 失敗を恐れない Don't afraid mistake.
So basically near my house there's a takoyaki restaurant. It's like a traditional Japanese restaurant. And
takoyaki, right?
I was scared to go in, and then one day I went in and had a Japanese conversation with the lady, and it was amazing. And so I always think it was strange I was scared before, but now I'm so happy I went.
Yeah, I always impressed you. Don't afraid making mistakes. I think that's why you improve quite fast.
Or I'm always just making mistakes.
Yeah, sometimes you using like like weird phrases, but it's funny and it's helping you to learn faster, right?
Yeah, you gotta try.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, if you guys want to study more kanji, please check out our kanji ebook. Hai. Keep a small notebook with words.
Rissa, do you keep a notebook where you put the words you're learning at the moment?
These days I don't really do that, but I used to learn English using notebook.
See, I'm not a very organized note taker, but I do have a notebook with like random Japanese words in it, and sometimes I flick through it. And it's interesting to see how my handwriting changes, how my understanding develops, and if there's something I recently learned that I can't remember, I can just flick through and have a look.
Like in school, how we learned kanji was like writing many times again and again and again. So notebook was my best friend to learn. And I'm also analog person. I'm not like high-tech person, so I like to use this notebook and pen. Analog.
Old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned. Takoyaki 美味しいですよねだって. He likes takoyaki too.
Yeah. In Japan, it's really easy to buy like a takoyaki thing where you can make it at home.
You can make it at home too.
So
takoyaki
if
party.
you were to come to Japan, you could grab one of those easily.
Yes. Fernando さん Taiwa Dialogue 会話 Conversation Right. Maruta さん said 失敗は成功のもと. Yeah, that's a Japanese proverb. You make mistakes and you succeed in the future.
I'll have to ask you to remind me that later. I should memorize
失敗は成功のもと.
I'll say that to my Japanese teacher when I make mistakes.
失敗は成功のもとです. That's nice. Okay. And write down newly learned words. Reviewing is easy.
Yeah, so first time you learn something is going to be more difficult than just looking it over again, refreshing your memory. I think reviewing is super important.
はい。次。Spaced repetition flashcards.
Spaced repetition flashcards.
Yeah, when I say this, I want to say repetition. Repetition, but it's repetition, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Why one more T?
I think it's probably a word from French.
All right.
And then we've just made it sound English.
Okay. So this is flashcard on our site.
So if you go on the site and you look on the menu on the left-hand side, you'll be able to click here and go to the spaced repetition flashcards, which is a really powerful tool to help you memorize words more easily.
Oh, Satya-san said goodbye. Have a good day.
They've got something important to do. So have any of you guys out there used the spaced repetition flashcards? What's your experience with them? Have they been useful? And please share in the comments. I'd be interested to know.
Right. So flashcard looks like this.
So you can start a session here. In this example, we're looking at the site where it's given you. Maybe this is taken from a specific topic where they'll just set you up with some flashcards, so you can just jump in it, good to go. If you've been using the app for a while and you've actually been collecting words that you've been trying to learn from various lessons in different areas, you can also group those into one flashcard deck for you to study with. So you can really make your learning objective match what you're doing in your studies.
Here, example. 毎月1冊本を読みます. I read one book per month. 毎月 every month. 1冊 one book. 本 meaning book. を particle. 読みます. I read.
Right, so there's a good example of the kanji in here, what it means in English, a sentence you can use in conversation, and then the English translation. So you can understand the nuance of the Japanese.
Okay. 見えなくなっちゃった. Alphaさん, hi. I posted Karenさん, his tip here. Okay.
I can just type the word And so they instead of using a notebook, they're using Facebook as a place to keep them.
Oh.
But, yeah.
So he's obviously high tech.
Yeah, you could do.
High-tech.
Yeah, so a notebook could be a physical notebook if you prefer analog like Rissa, or you could just use notes in your phone. That's also a perfectly valid way to do it. I've seen here that some multi-Brandon, and they said that maybe a good place to start is with N5, which for those of you that don't know, that's the base proficiency test for Japanese. And you could also use that. You could also design a flashcard deck around N5 or any Japanese exam that you have coming up to help you develop that. How do you say lockdown?
Oh, how do you say lockdown? On news they say lockdown.
Oh, really?
Katakana English, Japan English, lockdown. Long words, lockdown. Okay. So, hi. The flashcards stop you from forgetting by showing you the words over a spaced period of time. So like we introduced flashcards.
Well, the way the flashcards work is, say you memorize 5 words in a day. Maybe on day 2, you learn another 5 words, but on day 3, it will also show you some of the new words and also show you some of the words in the past to help to reinforce the words that you've learned, to make sure you're still remembering the things that you've been working on, basically. So it doesn't let you forget them. It's a very effective way to memorize words.
Okay. Hi. Read with our extensive reading books. Okay, we only have 2 more minutes.
So essentially there's a whole bunch of reading resources within the app and on the website that are for 2 levels, which is absolute beginner and easy. And so it's a really good way to practice your reading. And if you read, the first time you read it might be difficult, and the second time you read it will be much easier, and you'll memorize a lot more vocabulary that way.
ね、これどういうこと? How do you say it was me, Dio って何?
It was me, Dio.
Dio って何?
Dio is, to me, is like the name of a rock singer.
Dio.
Who passed away last year. But he's like a rock star. I don't know.
Oh, use Anki. That's a good one too. Good app, right? Anki.
I know somebody that used that, but they actually prefer to use our app's version.
R.
So,
yeah. Okay. Oh, it's from the anime JoJo だって. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't watched JoJo, so maybe I can watch while I'm staying at home. All right.
Yeah, he says lockdown can be fun, right?
Yeah, you have tons of time to watching something and you don't feel bad because you're locked down, right? Yeah, I mean, like, you're quarantined.
But what would make you feel even better is learning a bunch of kanji.
Yes.
So we have kanji workbooks that you can download in the description. If you're on Facebook, it's above. If you're on YouTube, it's below. You can download it, and after you register, and then you can easily start learning kanji with our PDF cheat sheets or workbooks or whatever you like to call them.
ルーシーさん、いっぱい桜ありがとね。Okay, so next week's live stream will be phone call phrases, and it's supposed to happen on 2nd of April, and with me and Keijin, but because of the situation, it might be the last live stream for a while. I'm not sure. We are not sure, right?
I have no idea.
So, yeah, we are not sure. There might be no live stream next week. ね、わかんないよね、まだ。We'll see. We'll see. Thank you so much for watching. 皆さん、本当に気をつけてね。Please take care.
気をつけて. Please take care. Thank you very much.
なんかメッセージありますか、みんなに? Do you have any message to people? Don't be shy.
Just use hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer.
Yeah. I didn't use it so much since, but now I've been using it all the time. It's great. I love hand sanitizer now. So.
But it's hard to get them though now.
In Japan, you can get it just on the entrance and exit to the metro.
Oh,
and
yeah,
my supermarket has it.
But you cannot really buy for yourself. It's sold out everywhere. 本当にみんな気をつけてね。また近いうちに。See you soon. ね。